I didn't accomplish everything on my vision board this year, and that's cool. That's cool. Like, I messed up a couple times this year, but I gained a ton of knowledge from taking what I made a mistake on as lessons learned and moving it forward. I think when we think about vision boards and goals, we only talk about the success aspect. We don't talk about a couple of the learning curves. I don't really call them failures. I call them learning curves, because no matter what, you're constantly going. You're gonna now take what you got from that, and you're gonna propel it moving forward. That's why when I say when you create a vision board, you can copy and paste the majority of what you had last year. I can't explain like how many people probably have had the same like images on their vision board probably in the course of years. It just kind of makes sense. You're not always going to attract everything within a year. You're not always going to, cross all of your goals off your list within a year. You can work towards it in a 1% type of fashion, but you're not going to hit all of your X's and O's in one whole year. It takes time. Everything takes time. I always think about like really good food. Being Jamaican descent, one of the meals that I've always noticed that takes forever whenever my mom makes it is oxtail. Anytime my mom makes oxtail, there's a process to it. Of course, there's the seasoning aspect and the browning aspect and the cooking down aspect. Not to mention the prep prior to that, cutting up all the fat, making sure that, that's the washing of it. There's a prep to everything. And even when you're trying to make your very first, let's say I'm trying to make my very first oxtail meal, I've never attempted it, but I know for a fact that it's probably not going to taste good the first time, but over time, it's going to taste good because there's a process to it. There's a seasoning process to it, right? We can't always think that once we do something, it's on, okay, I've done my vision board, I'm going to accomplish everything on it. That is not going to work. That's not going to happen all the time. Now, if it does, ain't nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, it's okay if you don't. Don't make it seem like you're all of a sudden like you're a failure. You're not, because the entire time you were working towards it, right? And even if you weren't working towards it, what was happening that kind of prevented you a little bit from not accomplishing or working on it? Was it just straight up mindset, or was it life was lifing? Give yourself some grace to some degree. If you're not even accomplishing everything on your vision board, it doesn't mean that you're a complete failure. No. You know how many times I made vision boards and half the stuff that I just took off some of the stuff this time last year for this year's vision board, and I've been doing vision boards for how many years? Because I was kept working at it. I had a job, I had this, I had that going on. I had my business to run, and sometimes I forgot about my damn goals. Don't feel so bad if you don't accomplish all of them this year. All you got to do is copy and paste it. Keep that same vision going. That's consistency. Keep that same vision going. I kid you not, yo. Majority of my vision boards have been copy and paste on Canva for the last few years. And then when something happens and I'm working on my vision board and I realize, oh, wow, I accomplished that. There's two things that could happen. Either I take it off, or now I'm upping it. Now that I accomplished it, how can I improve it? Don't always feel so bad about things that you haven't hit, the marks you haven't hit. It's okay. Yo, life is life and we're doing the absolute best that we can. At that very moment, give yourself more grace and compassion with the fact that maybe I couldn't do all of it this year. Maybe I can start right now towards the end of the year. Maybe I need to work with a coach. Maybe I need to work with a mentor. Maybe I need to start getting an accountability partner. But don't give yourself the jab like you didn't accomplish it so that you are beneath. No, that's not self-improvement. Self-improvement is also learning I need to give myself some grace, especially if you haven't done it before. So you're about to start working on your vision board now. Hey, yo, copy and paste. If not, copy and improve what it is that you want to add to your vision board.